What's going on, YouTube? Good morning, good afternoon,
Good evening.
how are you guys doing today? We're just doing amazing. We got a lot to talk about. It's a big week for the boy. Thanksgiving this week, in the PSQ this weekend. Oh, the boys are locked. The tripods are locked, okay? We got some shit to talk about, though. First things first, though. Thanksgiving on the 23rd, obviously. I want to know what your guys' favorite meal is down below, or favorite dish. My bad. Your singular favorite dish. Don't go crazy on me now. I'm gonna tell you mine. Listen, I know it might not be giving very Thanksgiving-y vibe, but I'm telling you, when my mom makes it, I can eat it whenever. And it might not be like very significant to Thanksgiving, but it's a staple in this household. And it, for me, is the yellow rice with beans. She gave me the Spanish name of the food, but I'm not gonna say it. It's like 11:30 a.m. I don't have time to be getting cooked by a YouTube comment section right now, so I'm gonna just give y'all the English translation. It's yellow rice with beans. We get it at every big party, every big get together, every big gathering. The rice and beans is gonna be there. It's my staple. When I get my plate, the biggest portion of food on my plate is gonna be the rice with beans. So yeah, again, drop a comment down below on your favorite dish from Thanksgiving. I'm gonna be reading through them, so let me know. PSQ this weekend, November 25th, this Saturday, okay? It starts at 3 p.m. Eastern time. When I go live, there's gonna be a 10-minute delay. It's gonna be multiple rounds, so the boys are gonna be locked in. I'm gonna be fucking teed up off a monster, bro. I'm gonna be locked in. I'm gonna give you guys some of my thoughts going into PSQ. Some things I'm looking forward to, some things I'm gonna like keep my eyes out on. Teams, meta, all that. Starting off with the meta, I feel like we're gonna see a lot of Bloodhound, okay? Horizon, Bangalore, okay? That's the number one comp we're gonna see. Number two, obviously the go-to, the classic, Bangalore, Horizon, Catalyst. Catalyst for the zone beacon, okay? And then for the more zone comps, I'm thinking we're gonna see some Horizon, Watson, Cats. The third, like, the two first comps are gonna be like the most used for sure. But for the zone teams, you're definitely gonna see some Lobas. You're gonna see some Watsons. You might see some Ramparts. I know we're playing Ramparts from World's Edge on Countdown. From Countdown on World's Edge, my bad. Because it kind of fits like, you know, like a hybrid playstyle. Like we could play Edge if we need to. We could also get the zone and lock up a building and just sit there. And if you want to push us, go ahead. You're gonna catch these fucking Rampart walls, you know. I want to show you guys, though, the Bloodhound Bangalore Horizon comp, because it's the most edge-heavy. This PSQ is going to be a lot of edge meta. A lot of people trying to fight. Come here. Listen, it's going to be a lot of teams who think they are really better than what they actually are. So they're going to be playing edge, trying to fight a lot of people. But I'm going to show you guys what a good team looks like playing the Bloodhound comp. And one of the teams that we're looking out for in the PSQ, one of the teams that we think is definitely one of the better teams in the lobby. It's actually the team we're contesting right now at Countdown. I'm gonna show you guys like some gameplay of how this comp plays out. Like every fight, this is exactly the order of how things happen. This is how every fight's gonna happen for these teams or should happen. I'm gonna head on over to Zach Mazervad. Now, we got no bad blood with E8. They're contesting. We know why. It's whatever. But they play a very good Bloodhound Bang Horizon comp. Listen to his comms. There's an order, you know. When they're getting ready to fight, it's a Bloodhound ult, it's a Bang ult, it's a Horizon Q, Horizon ult, and they send you. And it's as simple as that. Like, he's gonna wait for a Bang ult comes down, Bloodhound ult's gonna get popped right now.
Sure.
They're walking up, it's gonna be a Horizon Q, and it's going to be a Horizon ult. Like, this is how, this is gonna be a PSQ.
Outside.
My bad if it was loud.
Last guy's not hit. We need to play for reset, I think. We should play for reset.
This is what you're going to be seeing in PSQ. Every time you're going to fight a Bloodhound team, this is exactly what the fight's going to look like. It's going to be a Bangle into a Bloodhound or a Bloodhound into a Bangle. They're going to walk up, they're going to queue up, they're going to ult you, and they're going to send you. We're going to be playing this comp too. Like, this is what we're going to be doing. Exactly what EA just did right here. It's a perfect example of how to play this comp. Again, I think this is going to be the most played comp because, again, it's just, I think there's a lot of teams in this PSQ that are going to be trying to play edge or force edge because they think they're better than they are, and they don't actually know how to play the game. And no problem with that. They're learning. They're trying shit out. It's just gonna suck when we get into it, you know? There's definitely gonna be a lot of that meta. And on the other side, the Cat Horizon, Bangalore, you know, Cat's gonna give you the versatility to be able to reset, to hold buildings down, and also give you like just more safety. You get more safety with the Catalyst. Bloodhound, you get more aggressiveness. less safety. When you swap out Bloodhound for Cat, you get more safety, less aggressiveness. But you can still be aggressive with Cat. You know, you have your Cat Wall, you have your Cat Goose. That comp is definitely just, that one's more versatile. The Bloodhound comp, you're running it down, you know? It's as simple as that. You see a team, you're gonna be on your purple, red armor, you're running at them, they're gonna die. It's as simple as that. I know a lot of people have been asking me, is the new character Conduit a viable legend for the competitive meta? I'll say this, you're gonna see teams try her, and whether or not they do good, it won't be because of Conduit. Conduit is not gonna be a deciding factor for a lot of teams whether or not they do good, if they play her or not. I don't think she's gonna be played that often. I will say, I'll give you the pros and cons for her, and I'll show you how she's played. One thing that I think Conduit's very good at, for me, like me looking at her personally, is she is a very good character for teams who want to run at everybody. The reason I say that is, with Conduit, with the way there's an order and how abilities are used with the Bloodhound, Bang, Horizon comp, there's also an order for the Conduit. I think if teams play Conduit, they'll play Horizon, Bang, Conduit, no Bloodhound. And it's simple. It's gonna be you know, you're gonna bang ult, you're gonna walk up the Horizon, gonna Q, she's gonna ult. But this is where the Conduit comes into play. Conduit is going to give you her Q. After the Horizon Q's up, most of the time when a Horizon Q's up to start any fight, they're going to take damage. There's no way around it. When I throw that ult, they're gonna get cracked, they're gonna get hit for 50. That's when the Conduit comes into play. Conduit's gonna give you a Q and let you reset quicker than you would if you needed to pop a bat, right? You get cracked, the Conduit Qs you, you're right back in there, you know? There's no downtime in that fight. So for teams who just literally want to kill everybody and everything they see, if they see something moving, they're gonna run at it. Conduit could be good. I just think, again, where she lacks is versatility. She's only good if you're entering teams. She's only good if you're gonna run at a team and just lay down the Thor hammer on them, okay? The Thor penis, okay? Her ult, very iffy. I think the best part of her kit is her Q. Like I said, the ability to lessen the downtime for your Horizon when the fight starts, I think is very important. One thing I think that is very important with Conduit, though, that maybe like you guys are confused about is, or maybe like players who are trying to get better at Conduit and want to play her in rank, is when you guys play her, you need to understand that she is an anchor character. She is a support character. You need to be the last one up. You need to be the last one into the fight. You cannot be taking the most damage. Okay, your role is very important. Again, when the order happens, when the Bango comes out, the Horizon queues up, you need to be alive so you can queue the Horizon after she gets cracked, or the Bang gets hit by her missiles, or whatever. You're very important to those fights. But again, like for the comp, I think Bloodhound's better in terms of, you know, you get the aggressiveness out of your Bloodhound ult, but not only the Bloodhound ult and the scans out of his Q. The recon beacons that Bloodhound provides for a lot of edge teams is very significant. And I say that because when you're on edge, a lot of times you're trying to get in where you fit in. And what I mean by that is, if it's a down beast zone, right? There's only so many spots you could play. There's like 2 teams inside the beast, 1 team on top, a team in every building. But if you're a team walking in late from checkpoint choke or north pad bunkers, you need to be able to, if you had that beacon info, you're like, okay, wait, where can we get in at? You hit the beacon checkpoint, you're like, okay, the spot's open under beast. Let's force there. Recon beacon gives you info. There's quite literally no way to obtain it with any other character or any other thing in the game, okay? You can get info on spots that you cannot see on the map through a recon beacon hit. So that's where Bloodhound helps out a lot of edge teams. And I think the recon beacon, personally, for me, I think recon beacon is better than a zone beacon. For your hybrid teams, of course. If you're a zone team, you want zone beacon. You just want to go to God spot, right, and sit there. Again, I think Bloodhound, compared to Conduit, his ult gives you more aggressiveness, more, you know, do more with it. Conduit's ult is good for zoning. I can show you guys an example. It's good for zoning teams out. It's good for trying to hold space. The problem with it is if you're a good team and you run into a Conduit, when the ult comes out, you just 3-man shoot the little ball, and it has 250 HP. It gets melted immediately. For example, though, Conduit in buildings can get really annoying. If you spread out the ult, if you pop it horizontally, you know, left to right, it'll do more than if you pop it like this. I guess this is left to right too, but if you pop it like long ways across most rooms, it'll cover more space and it'll be more annoying for teams to force in. That's one way Conduit ult's good, but it's like not as good as like a cat wall, you know? So like that's, again, there's characters that do what Conduit does better, you know? And especially I think for most characters, you know, their ultimate ability is a big part of their kit. For Conduit, I feel like her ult isn't that good, you know? Cat wall's better. Bloodhound ult, just, you know, you could be more aggressive with it. The best part of Conduit's kit for sure is her Q. You know, just being able to lessen that downtime when you start the fights. So yeah, I don't think you'll be seeing a lot of Conduit though. I don't think you might see like maybe 2 to 3 teams runner. Definitely a lot of bloodhounds, a lot of cats, and then of course 100%. I'll guarantee this. You're gonna see teams with Horizon bangs. It's just a staple of the meta right now. Those two characters do too much. Their kits are just so strong right now. But speaking of metas, I do need to know though. What was your guys' favorite meta? I need to know. Me personally, I'll tell you guys this. I know a lot of people are hating on this bang Horizon meta, bang Horizon cap, because you can't see anything. But I'll take it over Seer meta any day of the week. But my favorite meta for sure was the Gibby meta. In fact, I go back on Gibby. You know, me and Gibby have a special connection, okay? Gibby was how I got to Pro League. Gibby was the first character that I like mained for competitive. Like I sat there and I like figured out like, all right, I need to understand how my bubbles work. I need to understand how to play my bubbles. I need to understand shotguns. Gibby has a special place in my heart. The Gibby meta, the Gibby caustic Valk. Just again, because that was what I came into the pro scene on. And you know, I missed the shotgun meta. I think it was so much more fun than, you know, this SMG Digi meta. Again, I'll take this shit any day over the week over that Seer meta. Seer, I think people love to say they would take Seer meta over this bang Horizon cat meta, but I think people forget how oppressive Seer was. And I know you guys remember, if you were fighting back in Seer meta, if you were fighting a Seer team without your Seer ult and they had Seer ult, you lost. You lost the fight. It was just as simple as that. They had free wall. They had 24/7 wall hacks on you. Like, there was something I was talking about on my stream the other day, and they were saying like a lot of people were like, you know, people were telling me like, yeah, they'll take Seer meta over the bang Horizon cat meta, and I'm like, hell no, no shot. I think a lot of people forget about how bad Seer was, but for sure, my favorite meta, Gibby, 100%. Drop a comment down below what your guys' favorite meta is. I want to know. All right. This clip is from 2 years ago, chat. Again, at this point in time, I was heavy on just getting better. I was playing him in ranked. Again, this clip was created 2 years ago. This was, again, back when I was grinding Gibby. I was just really trying to figure out how his kit worked, you know? Clip right here. 55. 71. Dead. Nice. Look at how I work these bubbles, chat. Dead.
Lads, yes.
Like I don't want to stroke my Johnson, but when I tell you guys, controller Gibbies, I had to be up there in the bubble, bro. Well, honestly, there wasn't a lot of controller Gibbies. There was like me and Resulta. I swear to God, there was like three Gibby controller players. I think CLG had one at the time, but yeah, that was off topic. But I miss Gibby meta, man. Shotguns were so fun. I want to wrap this video up though, chat, by saying, you know, make sure to drop a like, hit the sub button if you haven't. It's free 99. Make sure to share this video with your grandmas, your aunts, your uncles, sisters, your cousins. I want to hit 200 likes on this video. I love y'all. We got a big week this week. Again, Thanksgiving on the 23rd. I hope y'all have a great time. Eat a lot of food. And then PSQ on the 25th. We're locked in. The boys are ready to grind. I'm teed up. I'm ready to go. 5 pots to Pro League, okay? Let's get it.